Good morning, everyone. Brian here with BMK Retro Gaming. This morning I have a review for you. Well, not a review, but another comparison contrast video for you guys. This time, it's not necessarily of two ports of the same game, but of two games of the same genre for two different consoles. We're going to be comparing contrasting Bowling for the Atari VCS2600 with PBA Bowling for the IntelliVision home video game console line. See how each console's game in the genre happened to come out, stood up next to each other. So it's a bit different. Again, I primarily got the idea, though I'm not ripping it off or anything, from my friend and fellow YouTuber Brian Puddin, who also does a similar video series. And the Flat Earth Video Gamer also happens to do this type of video too some. This is just my own personal take on it, and my version. I see nothing wrong with taking a bit of inspiration and running with it. Anyway, we're going to take a look at both of the strengths and weaknesses of each game and see how they do. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get us set up, and we'll get started with Bowling for the Atari VCS2600, since at least as far as I know of it came first. Okay, here we go. Ooh, strike. Not bad. One thing I really like about how the Atari VCS2600 does all these games is that the controls are pretty simple. It's a more simple game. Pretty much get right into it. I'm playing it on variation 3-1, where you can move the ball in either direction after letting it go. It's my favorite one. I know it's not realistic to the physics of bowling, but it, well, it's a video game, so it doesn't matter. Both the graphics and sounds are very nice. Though, as with many Atari VCS2600 games, it was quite blocky. Everything is pretty well squared away. I mean, you have square pins rather than round ones. Though they do get your ball shape right, it looks round like a bowling ball, so can't complain there. And I happen to really enjoy this game anyway, so I'm not complaining to start with. It can be rather tricky to figure out getting a strike, though. Picking up a spare, not so bad, but it can be a tough order. One more strike, yes. Sorry, my controller started to lock up on me for a second. Ooh, third strike. That was nice. Maybe I'll actually get a score worth something of note this time. Darn you. Darn, missed it. I managed to pick up the spare. And one last frame. Overall score 186, not too bad. I think that beats the, 139 I did last time I played this the other day. That will do, okay. So yes, that's basically the Atari VCS2600 game, and it's pretty good. A bit blocky and simplistic, but not bad. Okay, so here we go with PBA Bowling for the IntelliVision home video game console line. Yep. 1, 0 slickness, ball weight, 10, right-handed, let's go. Darn. Didn't pay much mind to it on that one. I never do really, or haven't really ever been so good at, never really use the ability to give it a spin. Never got that part down. With this one, the graphics and sounds are again very nice, though the controls are a bit more intricate, so it feels like you get just a little bit less. You have a little bit more control if you know how to work them, but you can also end up doing like this and doing a lot of gutter balls because you don't know what to do or haven't gotten down the skill. So it takes a bit more skill that you have to build here. You have to be freaking kidding me. That can't be gutter ball. Not possible. There's no way. Not possible. Strike. Nice. Finally. Okay, now it's got to go back to this crap again. Marvelously stupid. I mean, seriously, that's not even possible to do. Clearly they have a problem with getting the mechanics right on this one. Though that doesn't make it really a bad game. Just a trying one. Okay, that was a bit better. If not by much. Probably if I'd learned how to put more spin on the ball, I might just possibly have more control over it, but it's just more than I want to put into these things. Oh, you must be kidding me. Again, that's right where I put it before. That's not even freaking possible. Yet again, I got a strike doing this exact same thing before. This is ridiculous. Games with random physics, not fun. This thing seriously expecting me to sit there and try to do this like that is stupid. See, I've got it going towards the left, and this thing's still going towards... going back towards me, towards the right, and it's still going left. That's completely backwards. Not possible. Care if I'm bowling right-handed or not, it couldn't happen in reality. That's straight down the lane, you stupid game. How in the heck do you get that? And I have an overall score of 29. So that's PBA Bowling for the IntelliVision home video game console line. I'm not very good at it, and it's a much better game than what I could show you guys with that, but it's... The main difference with it is it's a little bit more complex and a bit more trying. But it's still a good game if you get the hang of it. Okay, so those were Bowling for the Atari VCS2600 and PBA Bowling for the IntelliVision home video game console line. My apologies, since I was more than a bit rusty on PBA Bowling. That was a terrible example of the gameplay. If you'd like a somewhat better one, see my main video on the game in the IntelliVision playlist. And like I said, the game can be a bit trying at times anyway, so it's part me and not being as good with the game as I should be already, and partly that the game is just a more complex game. As usual, I'm not going to tell you which one is better, because in my view, they're both fine. And you guys should make up your own minds anyway. I will say that if you like a simpler game that's quick to get into and no real hassle about it, the Bowling for Atari is probably your better route to go. Whereas if you, like many IntelliVision gamers, enjoy a game which requires a bit more thinking and getting used to a bit more complexity, well, the IntelliVision on video game console line's PBA Bowling is definitely up that alley, so to speak. Anyway, my preferred YouTubers, Brian Puddin with his channel Brian's Man Cave, and the Flat Earth Video Gamer, as I mentioned earlier, both have comparison contrast type videos on this same subject, which were both part of my inspiration for it. So I'm going to go ahead and leave links for you guys for those so that you can check them out if you like. I'm pretty sure they both, in my view at least, did a much better job than I do on that. Now I guess I could have done worse. And, I guess that'll about do it for that one. Anyway, you guys, if you enjoy my channel's content, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't hesitate to leave any questions, comments, or suggestions down in the comment section below. I appreciate it. I love hearing from you guys. Don't care if it's critical or what. Sometimes some constructive criticism happens to be a very big positive. After all, I can't create better content if I don't find out what people think I'm doing wrong. Right, if you guys think it's just fine, tell me. Anyway, you guys take care, have a good morning, and I will see you again in my next video.